guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, where we act and review to things on the internet. And today we have another non-musical reaction, and maybe it'll ruffle a couple of feathers, especially my conservatives and my Republicans out there. Not that I'm trying, I just wanted to bring the subject up because I have something to say. And so today we are going to react to Caitlyn Jenner's political campaign. She just released her whole campaign video because if you don't know, the current governor of California is not being impeached but being recalled or something like that. People signed a couple of million signatures to have him removed because he's doing such a terrible effing job, basically keeping restaurants closed, even though studies have shown that restaurants is not a super spreader. That is actually not a lot of evidence that a lot of cases of COVID comes from restaurants. But at the same time, he will close down restaurants, even though there was one particular lady who put all the money she needed into a restaurant to prepare her outdoor patio space, and then he deemed it not safe, made her shut it down, and then literally in the parking lot next to her had a whole movie studio set up with their food area set up right next to her balcony at her outdoor seating. So 5 feet away from her outdoor seating was fine to eat outdoors, but her outdoor seating was deemed not safe. So there's a lot of different rules that don't make sense that's going on in California, and a lot of kids aren't going back to school, a lot of businesses aren't opening, restaurants aren't opening, people are freaking losing their whole livelihood. The homeless situation in LA is freaking horrible. There's literally parts of LA that looks like a developing or third world country, and so they're trying to have him removed. So they're supposed to be in a vote or an election coming up to actually officially have him removed and have someone replace him. And so Caitlyn Jenner has raised her hand and said that she wants to run for governor. Now, before we get into it, I want to make it very clear, I do have issues with the Kardashians, especially Kris, and especially all the Kardashian sisters, except maybe the model one. I think that they have contributed toxicity into the culture of America and to media. At the same time, I'm not going to sit there and bash them for everything. At least Kim Kardashian has contributed to the prison reform and getting people out of prison who was put in there unfairly, giving really long sentences for non-threatening crimes like having weed on them or something like that. So she has done that. Caitlyn Jenner has said things that goes against sort of the mainstream narrative. She was recently asked if she thinks biological men should compete against biological women in sports, and being that she is an Olympic gold runner or athlete, she would know, firsthand whether she thinks biological men, even if they have fully transitioned, still have some sort of biological upper hand on biological women when it comes to playing sports. Maybe not all sports, but most sports. I know that's a touchy subject. I don't want to get into that. So people have had their issues with Caitlyn Jenner coming out talking about she wants to run for governor on both sides of the fence. The conservatives have had an issue with her, and the liberals have had an issue with her. So we are going to watch her video, and then I'm going to discuss what I feel about it, truly feel about it. And by the way, my brand new headphones just fucking snapped just as I put on my head. So you might see this part wiggling, and it's so freaking annoying because they weren't that cheap, so I'm a little pissed. Yeah.
Famed Olympic gold medalist Caitlyn Jenner is now entering a new race for the governor of California.
I've always been a dreamer.
California was once the envy of the world. We had what everyone else wanted. The American dream grew up here. Yet career politicians and their policies have destroyed that dream. It's been locked away, closed, shuttered, left in the dark, burned down. The government is now involved in every part of our lives. They've taken our money, our jobs, and our freedom. California needs a disruptor, a compassionate disruptor. I came here with a dream 48 years ago to be the greatest athlete in the world. Now I enter a different kind of race, arguably my most important one yet, to save California. I want to carry the torch for the parents who had to balance work and their child's education, for business owners who were forced to shut down, for pastors who were not able to be with their congregation, for the family who lost their home in a fire, for an entire generation of students who lost a year of education. This past year has redefined our career politicians as elitists, and the people of California as the warriors, the kings, and the angels. We never take kindly to glass ceilings here. Instead, we shatter them.
This one's way out there.
We're the trailblazers, the innovators. California is facing big hurdles. Now, we need leaders who are unafraid to leap to new heights.
Senator, he does not want to finish second in this race. He wants the world record.
Who are unafraid to challenge and to change the status quo.
I want to prove that it is absolutely possible if we only do it together.
California, it's time to reopen our schools, reopen our businesses, reopen the Golden Gates. So I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, I'm ready to be governor for all Californians. To reclaim our true identity, to bring back the gold to the Golden State.
What a tremendous victory.
Now is the time to achieve that summit, to be the shining city on the hill, and together we'll restore and renew the California dream.
Houston, we're striving.
It's about what happens from here. It's not just about one person. It's about all of us.
All right. That's what Kathleen Jenner had to say. Before I continue with my opinion about it, I do also want to make it clear I also have some issues with Kathleen Jenner. She has done some things in the past that are questionable. But let me get to my opinion and sort of my observation of people sort of coming at her from both sides. A lot of conservatives have been bashing Kathleen Jenner only because she is transgender, not bringing up any of the issues that I personally have with Kathleen Jenner, and not even talking about the policies, only because she's trans, even though she doesn't go with the mainstream narrative when it comes to biological sex, the differences between men and women, and trans issues. I find it very funny when the conservatives and Republicans always look at the other side and say, oh my God, liberals only care about identity politics, but play on identity politics themselves, because only being concerned with the fact that she's trans and nothing else is playing on identity politics. It's also funny with conservatives and Republicans, and I'm not necessarily talking about you guys. I'm not saying my audience. I'm just saying generally speaking, but not every conservative and not every Republican. But it is still funny when you hear conservatives or Republicans saying, oh my God, the liberals are just so emotional. They only care about popularity. They only care about trigger words and emotional language. And they don't even look at the policies. They don't even look at the data. They don't even look at the facts. They don't even look at the statistics. But again, when you look at the concerns from conservatives and Republicans that I've seen so far, no one brings up the policies. No one brings up the policies. It's just emotional rhetoric of, oh my God, she's fucking trans. There's no fucking way. She's going to be him forever. I don't give a fuck. She's a biological man. Like, that sounds like a fucking liberal to me. So if you're gonna point to the other side, but then do the same thing yourself, then you're no good as the people that you're pointing to. Then your standards and your principles as shaky as the side that you're pointing at. So if you care about data, facts, statistics, and policies, please bring up the policies, right? And not the fact that she's trans. If you're not aware, Kathleen Jenner is running as a Republican. So do I personally believe she has a fighting chance? I don't know. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California, so why the fuck not? And why wouldn't she be why couldn't you take a chance, or stick to what you have now? You know what I mean? It's like people would rather stick to what they have now, a failing governor who's failing California, just over Caitlyn Jenner just because she's trans or just because she's Republican, because a lot of the liberals or progressives don't want to vote for her either because she's running as a Republican, which is just so fucking stupid. It's like, oh my god, your title and your label is wrong, so I don't want to fucking vote for you. Like, what the hell? Anyway, my opinion about her running as governor. Do I believe Caitlyn Jenner has the knowledge, the intellect, the experience, the awareness to be able to pull off any of the things that she has claimed in this video? I don't know. And I even have my doubts. I'm not really sure. But do I like the fact that she wants to do these things? Yes. Do I really believe she wants to do these things? Yes, because she has a history of going against the grain, and she has a history of speaking about these things in the past. This just didn't come out of nowhere. But I'm not entirely sure she can pull it off. But maybe she can. I just don't know. I would have to like see basically. One of the things I liked about her campaign video is that it didn't seem like she was trying to pick one side or the other. I think some liberals might have seen that and what sounds conservative to me. But if you really pay attention to the video, to me it was very pro-America and very pro-citizen. It was like, I just want to help everybody who's suffering right now. And I'm here for everybody who wants to just get back to normal and who wants to get back to just living their lives and wants to fix this state. That's what I felt like. I didn't feel like she was dog whistling to either side and like, pick me, I'm saying all the conservative talking points, or pick me, I'm being a liberal. Like, you can tell the difference between conservative talking points and liberal talking points, or just someone who's just trying to stay neutral in the middle and just like be there for everybody. Like, if you listen to like Candace Owens speak, she says conservative talking points, right? It's very obvious that Candace Owens says conservative talking points. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's very obvious when someone's like, they're saying certain language to like cater to their audience or not. So I like the fact that she kind of was like, look, I'm just here for everybody who just wants to get back to fucking life, open their freaking businesses, get their kids in school, fix this like state. And I really like that because I think there's enough division and enough like this divide of ideologies. I think I'm sick of it. Tulsi Gabbard is somebody else who's been speaking out against that, and I would love if she ran. Like, I would love to see Candace Owens, Tulsi Gabbard, and Donald Trump or Don Jr. all on a ticket and like let them race it out for 2024. But that's how I feel about it. I just think it's really silly, honestly, in my opinion, for people to not want to vote for her just because she's trans, even though she's saying all the things that most conservatives and Republicans want to hear, or just your average middle of the road, moderate, neutral person, libertarian even, wants to hear a politician say. She's not a career politician, is also a good thing. I mean, she's a celebrity. So, there you go. My fucking headsets. Poor headsets. Anyway, and I think it's stupid if liberals or progressives don't want to vote for her simply because she's a Republican and don't actually care about the policies. That is my opinion, guys. Hopefully I didn't trigger somebody. It's just my opinion. Don't let it ruin your day. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that helps with the algorithm, guys. Help me bring you more entertainment. And also, if you would like to support this channel, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. I can get some new headphones, you know what I mean? But you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a travel vlog channel. If you want to see where I am in the world, you can click on the description box below, hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye.